fuck is this? Boy. Ow. The fuck is my homeboy carrying? Wrong fucking menu, dumbass. Wagons, Dogma, ooh. How about you dog my balls? Oh, you stretching. That sounds lame. That's real.
This food's gone rotten. I'd best dispose of it to free up some space in my pack.
Where the Saurians?
Ice is our ally against such fiends.
By magic, imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Planning to go what, huh? To go do what, huh, Toma? You fucking disgust me. Anyway, we're gonna explore the full ruins of Grand Soren. Spearhand and Magic Archer, that's real. And Sorcerer, that's less real. Hey, what the fuck back here?
I shan't let them harm you.
Take care. Ice can be deadly.
I can be no less in service to the vision. It seems we have a weapon our foe.
Might we not use the range guard?
Like, focus. A moment of indecision will spell out to you.
Bro's just standing there.
It's the simple strategy that our foe most of all. Knock its feet out from under it and strike ere it recovers.
This battle will command all our strength. We must stand together if we are to seize it.
I sustain the fury.
What the fuck?
This place shall fall by my hand.
was fucking planking.
There isn't. Are you alright?
That's Arthur. Come back, you pussy. What?
Attacks are ineffective. We might have to reevaluate our strategy.
Oh! Did you see me teleport up onto its arm and then stab it in the head? Okay, that was fucking sick. The way he, like, did a 180.
It was a trial indeed.
The way he did a
One piece of
180
husband skill.
to, like,
Fortune favors
high five, to hit the low 5, followed immediately by, like, turning around and posing so we had our backs to each other. That was incredible. No one's gonna shoot? Oh, by the way, Roland, you asked about, like, character heights earlier. I have seen, 250, I think, like,
Let my magic strong
I think I've seen, like, 230 on some characters. My character is 192,
You've been dancing on. You must steer clear of fire.
and looks like middle height.
Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last.
How tall's Arthur? Arthur, 193. 1 centimeter higher. Oh, right, I need to deal with his weight limit. Yeah! Oh, fuck. 250 max, still too short to make Leona though. Weak. That sucks. Wait, the gate we just walked through. Tomo, look at these buildings. Hold on a minute. That we'll hold off on, but... Roland, did you play Dragon's Dogma 1? No. Okay, so... I'm sorry that this... The reason Tomo and I are gushing so much... This whole castle thing... So the ocean is gone. The ocean is now up in the sky. The red fucking monster called the brine in the ocean is now in the skies. Earlier, out of the ocean rose a castle, which this is. Some of it was still like sunken, but this is most of that castle. Oh, I say most of that castle. It was a fair bit of that castle. This is the rest of that castle. But that castle was... Oh, it's right here. This castle is Grand Soren Castle from Dragon's Dogma 1. When we walked through here, the sun was coming through behind there, perfectly aligned with the god rays coming down as that specific staircase at the back was lit up. It's fucked up because Tomo and I, we recognized it immediately because we're such giga nerds. We recognized it immediately from the jail under the castle.
'Tis overly narrow here, and ill-suited to combat.
Because
Let
I
us
was
proceed with caution.
like,
Eyes
so
peeled, ears pricked.
we were in here, and like in here, I was already getting some vibes.
Here, an enchantment of cold to freeze our bones. You have my protection.
Interrupting so rudely.
Truly defeated when their skulls snap beyond
My friends
repair.
gush about things. Dude, me too. I love it when like my homies gush. Anyway, I came through here and like something felt off. We come up here and I'm like, I walk into here and I'm like, this looks too familiar. Like the brickwork felt interesting. I saw this gate here and I stepped through and I turned left and then it hit me. In Dragon's Dogma 1, this is the jail under the castle. You get put in this cell specifically. And if you escape, you can run at this like secret gate. It hit me like a fucking freight train when I walked out here, and I was like, "Oh, this is Grand Soren Castle." I'm such a massive fucking nerd. I recognize Grand Soren Castle from the most bland, basic fucking dungeon underneath it, and I was like, "I've been here before," which is wild because I've only been there. I only like entered. I've only been in the jail of Grand Soren Castle like 3 times, and they were all in 2012. But it's weird that things like that kind of just stay with you, you know? So anyway, we're on the dried up sea
Let us
floor.
examine what it has to offer.
150 How much we got? 68,000. 68,000? 6,800. But yeah. It was just, it really fucking hit me because I recognized this castle almost immediately. In the cutscene where it rose out of the ocean, I was like, because it was like wrecked and fucking destroyed and shit. And I was like, this looks vaguely familiar. And I was looking at the shape, the outline of the walls, and the way that like 3 segments of the inside of the main walls were split up. I was like, that can't be Grand Soren. Lo and behold, it's Grand fucking Soren. And this is just hitting us even harder because this is where the smith stands. And next to him is a woman no one talks to. The other one that's wild is, this is where the apothecary stands. I never speak to them. I never and ever speak to the apothecary in Dragon's Dogma 1. Because I just gather everything on my own. Walking through the ruins of Grand Soren Castle was like that fucked me up a bit. Like this right now, it's hard to describe. Arsmith's Ale House. This one's like buried. But, yeah. Oh, hello. Oh. Okay. Wave-swept dwelling. Interesting. This is odd. But, yeah. We're on the floor of the ocean. This shit's fucking wild. This game is blowing me away. And this was where the Everfall was. It's not quite like fully sunken in. You wait there.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
I want to see if we can, like, visit the Porn Guild. The Porn Guild, haha, funny. I hate talking about this game because anytime I say the word porn, everyone's like, porn? Oh, fuck. This just hit me, the wave of nostalgia. Because you walk through, like, this alleyway, and then you walk out here, and there's, like, the slated roof of a building here, with farmland inside the walls of Grand Soren. And then there's this spiral staircase, yeah, that leads up. I say spiral, you know what I mean, it's like a switchback. It's not here, but normally you can jump up. There's like a ledge here right above where my character's head is. It's like a ledge there, and you can run to jump to a chest, and that chest often has like a skeleton key in it. It's a lot of fucking gold. And then of course you come through here, and you step into the noble quarter of the city, right before Grand Soren Castle itself. It's shaped a little different. There's some stuff that's different. It's definitely not quite our Grand Soren, but because like the church was not in the same area as the castle. The castle front door doesn't lead out into into the path that leads to the main town, but the majority of the shape is there. I think I'm too normal about Dragon's Dogma, specifically. I don't think you can be normal about Dragon's Dogma. Not before this game came out. You can be normal about this game, and the only option for that is you've never played Dragon's Dogma before. But anyone who there it is. Anyone who loves, anyone who's played Dragon's Dogma, this is the Porn Guild. Interesting. Anyone who's played Dragon's Dogma and likes it, loves it. There is no in between. You either just bounced off of it, or you fell badly in love with it. And the people who fell in love with Dragon's Dogma fell very, very in love with it. The imperfect masterpiece. Just a truly breathtaking game, if you can look past its prickliness and unfinished nature. And Dragon's Dogma 2 is the polished masterpiece.
Chest.
I feel like
I'll
my
examine its
12-year
contents, shall I?
wait was worth it, honestly. I was worried that this game would not be good. I was frightened, and I'm glad that I was wrong. It's very, very, very strange walking through the ruins of your home. It's like, it's wild because I have been playing Dragon's Dogma for 12 years. It's not, I played the game 12 years ago. No. I have played the game for 12 years. I got it in 2012. And played it to death. And then I got the remaster in 2017 and played it to death. And then I replayed the remaster again and again and again. And the last time I replayed the remaster was last year with Tomo. Like, less than 6 months ago, we finished the game.
No longer do I feel the probing gaze of the Watching One. Is this your doing, newest of the Arisen? I am he who brought the dragon low, and o'er its bones raised the proud kingdom of vermin. Despite the magnitude of my feat, I was dissatisfied and sought e'er greater heights, till at last I ruled the world entire. Thus did I come to know of the Watching One. The being by whose many eyes and ears no one or thing in this world goes unobserved. As to the purpose with which they watch, I know not. Yet I did divine one thing. This world has lain neath the Watching One's unwavering gaze ere the dawn of its history. I despaired at this discovery, for if all is but a stage, did that not render my hard-won glories, my throne astride the world, mere spectacles for the all-seeing eye to watch? Was all a farce, and I, the fool, exulting in my wooden crown. Do you understand, newest of the Arisen? This is why I sought to fell the Watching One. Alas, though I cut down all who seemed false, be they man or woman, human or beastly, young or old, I did not succeed. Indeed, my efforts led only to my own ruin. I was dubbed the Mad Sovereign, and by the hand of a new Arisen, consigned to this place forevermore. Yet, I can only assume that you have achieved what I could not. How else to explain the changes I sense in the world? Ah, what bitter gall that I cannot witness the outcome for myself. Falter not, newest of the Arisen, for your path is just, and fading spirit though I am, I may yet summon those who can be of aid to you.
I see you have returned, Arisen One.
Hey.
The Mad Sovereign has called, and so we answer.
The Dragon Forged, Sigurd, and Luz.
If you would save the people of this world from ruin, lead them here. For this place may chance to escape the coming destruction.
I imagine imagine the people of this world will welcome the tidings that there is a place of refuge awaiting them.
We too once bore the mantle of Arisen, though no longer. As we walked our respective paths, each of us lost the incomparable strength of will that made us Arisen. One in despair of the dragon's boundless might, one in pursuit of vengeance's cold comfort, and one for fear of what fate held in store. Yet you bear it still, Arisen One. Hold fast to your strength of will, for it shall doubtless lend you the strength you will need to spare this world its end.
Since times of eld, remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drink. Then I bid ye farewell.
Not buying?
Since time, remember, draconic blood flows. None of the knowledge I have accrued can be of aid. I am the husk of he who was once arisen. Thus, as the arisen is defined by the strength of their will, such is the world's will. I dare say it can then go. Since times of eld, remember, draconic, then I bid ye farewell.
The Mad Sovereign's power yet girds this place. It could prove the last bastion of hope for the people of this world. Alas, 'twill not hold forever. The coming destruction can only truly be forestalled if 'tis sundered at its heart. The coming destruction...
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
The game may have bugged.
Look, as long as you Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Have you found any of the items we discussed, chance? Always a pleasure.
I think your game may have bugged and given me discipline on the
matter of
wrong...
fact, Vernworth is where our journey truly began. Every step we have taken since is a treasured memory, even the missteps. We shall carry this city in our hearts wherever we tread.
Come take a look. You'll be glad.
Exalted...
Glad you
Oh,
did.
that's it.
Do come again.
Let's go chat to Brand.
This might be worth a read.
Let's have a look then.
Show them what for!
Okay. Hello, Ursula.
Greetings. You need only make a worthy offer. I have seen your path. You've my gratitude. If the way forward is shrouded to, it is lovely to see you.
I wanna go chat to Waldo. Daphne. And all of them, actually.
I stay here.
I suppose we might...
Sir Arisen, I pray see to it that naught akin to the recent...
In the end, my good intent, I suppose 'twas no less than my due for meddling.
Fine.
It is my duty to devote my life. I must be breaking the
Either I missed his recovery or I missed his funeral.
Tell is, Vermund was once the Beastren Kingdom.
Truly?
Indeed. Though 'tis not widely known among the common folk.
Hmm.
Where nobles do nothing because of sweetmeats and ale.
Then I shall remain by your side.
I do not fear what comes, though I shall lament the tomes I have left unread. A fouler turn there ne'er was. I do not fear what comes.
Never fucking met the warrior
No
master.
rest for the weary, it seems. We will be hard-pressed to find victory here if
I
we
wonder where
cannot
they
heal
would
our
even
wounds.
be. Likewise, I also haven't learned the Spearhand's ultimate skill.
Times are hard.
It seems we must part ways for the time being.
My headset's about to die. I can't plug it in.
Whoever's my replacement's in for a boot up the arse.
This is more than I bargained for.
Ah, my friend. Full glad am I to see you safe. All the more so in these calamitous times. If you have come on pressing matters, might I ask you to first bring them to Captain Brandt? I have come to depend upon his counsel, truth be told.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
We ought to put it to good use.
Was I lacking?
A solitary shard is good for little. We need to seek out more of these if 'tis to be of use.
We ought to keep it with care, lest we lose it.
My head will roll if aught goes awry. Rally! This battle is not yet done! I mislike the look of this.
This guy was dead. And I never went and revived him because I didn't have the wake stones.
With that, I could spend all day.
Dubious characters might lurk anywhere.
Your Majesty, how glad I am to see you safe. We're the end of the world. Are things truly so dire? Though, I am aware of the dragon attack on Melv. We received word that naught but a smoking ruin remains. 'Twas a tragedy, and I would not see it repeated. However, without a clear path, we in the Guard shall be hard-pressed to forestall the impending crisis. You would have me evacuate the city. I see. Mayhap 'twould be for the best. Ever since the fall of Melv, the citizens of Vernworth have lived in fear that their homes are next to be assailed. If there is safe harbor to be found elsewhere, I believe we have naught to lose by seeking sanctuary. But I doubt I could convince the people of this city to abandon their homes, however terrified they may be. Methinks your majesty would do better to ask this of the Regent King. After the false sovereign vanished and the world was altered, His Grace has been the one keeping order here in Vermont. If the people will heed anyone, 'tis him.
Maintaining order in Vermont. It must be quite a burden upon the young Regent King. Let us aid him however we may.
By your leave.
If that is your destination, we cannot follow. But know that your return is eagerly awaited.
So you've come. And Captain Brandt has already apprised me of your proposal. A full-scale evacuation of the citizenry. Truth be told, I had reached the same conclusion. So long as we cower within these walls, we must live in fear of going the way of Melv. My ministers have approved the plans, and I have petitioned the encampment survivors and the Thieves' Guild for aid. The only remaining obstacle is my mother. She has set herself stubbornly against any such flight. I have tried to make her see reason, but of late she has taken to shutting herself in her chambers. However, I fear that my position permits me to entertain her fancy no longer. I must put the needs of the common folk before her selfish whims. Now, there are a few matters I must attend to before we can evacuate, and I would fain welcome your assistance. We will require several ox carts to carry the sick and aged out of the city. Might I prevail upon you to petition the merchant at the ox cart station in the west of the city for their use? You may assure him that the royal treasury will foot any and all expenses.
Queen Regent Disa hardly leaves her chambers, and all her meals come back scarcely touched. Between you and me, I fear for her health.
Have you come to claim my life, Arisen? Well, far be it from me to deny you. But I shall go to the grave with a smile on my lips, for I have no regrets. All I did for my darling son. So do as you will. I have no intention of begging for mercy. Do with me as you will. I care not what befalls me. The throne and its powers hold no meaning in a broken world.
Yes? This was in Mother's room. I did wonder where it had gotten off to. But why would she... There's aught inside. 'Tis a... letter. Might you excuse me? I would speak with Mother. Mayhap there is hope of changing her mind yet. All she did, all the scheming, all the plots, 'twas all for me, you see. So I cannot leave her to her fate. Mother, I must beg your forgiveness. I believed that you desired to make me sovereign solely for your own benefit. Yet in truth, you sought to better the lot of our people.
Ah, but I would have benefited. And handsomely at that. Besides, I cannot deny that I was proud. I wished to see my own son on the throne, and no other.
Even so, I cannot help but feel that all of this could have been avoided, had I only been more attentive. If I had but better known your heart, I could have shared in your burdens. You would not have had to suffer alone, and perhaps together we could have walked a better path.
Oh, Sven.
Mother, I beg you, join the evacuation. You need not fall with this city. I would not see you take your crimes wholly on your own shoulders. That weight is as much mine to bear as 'tis yours.
My son, you truly would make a fine and goodly ruler. Your kindness will save many lives. Of that I have no doubt. My son, your kindness will save many lives.
Would you be so kind as to petition? You may assure him that the royal treasury...
Townspeople depend on me.
Then I shall remain by your side.
I'd sooner stay out of that where it
I gotta be real, I'm tired as fuck. I have a migraine. It's late, and I don't want to.
You ruffian. These carts are mine. I paid good gold for them.
I'm probably gonna save and quit very soon, because like I got a migraine and I'm tired, and I sense there's a lot of game left, and I don't want to like make that worse or make that like experience bad by being too tired, and yeah. So I'm gonna call it quits pretty soon. But thank you so much everyone for joining me.
And if you think I'll surrender a single one, you'd best think again. I require the use of all of them to transport my wealth to safety.
Begging your pardon, sir, but I've just sold off my last cart. That...
Be gone with you, ruffian. And if you think I'll surrender, I require the use of all of them.
Begging your pardon, sir, but...
Be gone with you, ruffian. And if you think I'll surrender, I require the use of all of... What are you doing? Put that away! No! Spare me! I pray you!
So I hit the grab button, which has resulted in a pin here. I was literally just going to pick him up and throw him off the bridge. I'm kind of glad I chose to grab him rather than pull my knives out.
I fear for my life.
Well, reckon he won't be coming back here in a hurry. As a matter of fact, I'd like to thank you for that.
I should have slit his throat.
It didn't sit right, see? Having my wares claimed by some puffed-up minister trying to save his own skin. Anyhow, as long as I've got my gold, who takes the carts is no concern of mine. And if that craven comes crawling back, I'll tell him bandits took them.
They say a crisis reveals one's true character. But that man was no less miserably selfish than he always seemed.
Right you are.
Oh, I like that. Normally it's like the two O's glint like dragon eyes, but this one, the dragon's like heart beats, and now it's got the actual dragon. I love it. Also, the dragon has a crown. Also, Roland, I mentioned earlier while fighting the dragon, there is a good reason why the dragon's chest scar is shaped the exact same as an Arisen's chest scar. This is because if Arisen don't, like, rise to the challenge and choose to run away from their task of killing the dragon, they become the next dragon. So each and every single dragon was a former Arisen, which is why they can cast magic. The red dragon. There are dragons, and then there are drakes. Drakes are the little shitty bastards. Dragons are capital D, and they all look like, you know, him. But, yeah, Tomo. So, long story short, in Dragon's Dogma 1, a similar thing happens. When you kill the first dragon, or when you kill the dragon, try to do the same thing you managed, basically? It's complicated. Very, very weird lore going on. In Dragon's Dogma 1, when you kill the first dragon, the world collapses, sort of. Shit gets hella fucked, like it isn't currently. But not to this degree. The sky goes dark and it basically becomes permanent nighttime. And Grand Soren collapses. And just about everyone in it dies. Revealing the Everfall underneath, which is a portal between worlds. You fall out the bottom of the Everfall and you fall in, and then you fall out of the sky in another world above that Everfall. Very interesting shit. Super fucking high concept stuff for a medieval fantasy JRPG. The Smithy doesn't. The Smithy does not. Asalam and Caxton make it. Smithy still sells Masterworks. It's because you can't go wrong. But anyway, so things go terribly bad, but eventually a whole lot of shit happens and you kill God and then become God. It's wild stuff. You become the Seneschal, who is someone who is in charge of, like, maintaining the world. And here's the fucked up part. You kill the Seneschal and then you take their place. Replace them in the cycle. If you start a new game and get to that point in the game again, your old character is the new Seneschal. Like, further reinforcing that you're in this endless cycle. This is from a quote-unquote failed game from 2012. Dragon's Dogma 1 is a fucking masterpiece. It has so many problems and it's unfinished and it's unpolished, but it is still perfection. Anyway, funky high concept stuff. You never actually reject the cycle quite like this. And also the brine just kind of exists in the background of Dragon's Dogma 1. It's just it just exists as a gameplay mechanic for, yeah, dudes in big armor can't swim, so we don't want to, like, program swimming, so if you fall in water, you get by a demon in it and then get teleported back out. Which is pretty cool, but now the brine is actually a thing. Also, the sky is red? Also, the dragon is nowhere to be found. Things are not good. I'm really, really interested to see where this game goes.